things just because I'm not letting this man into my house with my baby and my friend's baby.
Quite the story here. The woman who fought off the RTD bus jacker speaking.
The information about the private security guard who accidentally wounded a student during the STEM school shooting.
And weather-wise, we've got a cool start to the day, but our little hint of fall is pretty much over for the Labor Day weekend. Highs pushing 90 degrees across much.
Live from Denver, this is Fall.
Good to have you with us 5 o'clock on your Wednesday, halfway through that week. I'm Kurt Young.
I'm Megan O'Halloran, and let's get a check your weather and your traffic. And you know, Brooks, the weather's kind of like me, indecisive. Can't make up its mind. My goodness.
Hot and cold, yeah. No, we're looking at 55 right now in Denver. You want to have that extra layer, but do have a layer because by this afternoon when we see a high temperature close to 90 degrees, you're going to want to shed that layer. And a cool start. Dry holiday weekend. The exception is going to be a chance for a on Friday. Right now it is 47 degrees in Loveland. In Lafayette it's 53 degrees, 49 in Erie, in Inglewood. Forecast. Also Dorian, that tropical storm affecting Puerto Rico, may hit Florida as a Cat 2 hurricane. If you have any interest.
No, thanks, Brooks. Right now, what you need to know before you step out the door on southbound I-25, the area is a cone zone, but essentially 3 lanes of traffic merging down to 1, and it is already causing speeds to drop down to about 20 miles per hour. That stretch, so watch out for cones in place on 225, the area between I-25 and Parker Road, and an accident reported on the southbound direction of Santa Fe Drive, right near Town Center Drive.
Thank you. Such a scary encounter, and it was all caught on camera.
But here's the video to prove it. A bear and her 2 cubs finding their way into a couple's home in the town of Pine. This is surveillance video of that home.
Fox 31's Christine Rapp live outside of the Colorado Parks and Wildlife office with how that couple survived this attack.
Yeah, could not imagine if this happened in your home. The 2 homeowners said they heard noises downstairs. When they went to check it out, they were facing a bear and her 2 cubs. Until seeing this exact surveillance video, John Johnson and his wife Georgianne said they had afternoon in Pine. Watch at the bottom of your screen as the mother bear skillfully slides open a screen door, her 2 cubs following her in. Now nose, arm, stomach, and leaving him bleeding profusely. Georgianne stepping in with a baseball bat to chase the unwanted guests away.
She scratched me here, did a rake down. Georgianne got behind and was in that wall over there.
Could not imagine. And you actually hear from the women who attacked that bear coming up at the top of our 6 o'clock hour. Now, as of this morning, the mother bear has been captured and euthanized. Colorado Parks and Wildlife still looking for the 2 cubs that were with her at the attack. In Denver, Christine Rapp.
Get out of that. Oh my God. Happening today. The man accused of hijacking an RTD bus as part of a West Denver crime spree is going to be going before a judge. I'm sure you've seen Solomon Garcia stole an RTD bus on Monday night. Officers say Garcia opened the door of an RTD bus at a bus stop off Federal and Howard, unforced the driver off the bus. No other passengers were on the bus, thankfully. He then drove that bus south on Federal and crashed into a wall on the front of surveillance footage showing Garcia confront a homeowner, but she fought him off.
He put 2 hands on him and shoved him out of my house, and then slammed the door shut. I went to go grab my gun. Yeah, I mean, I'm a corrections officer with juveniles, and so I've had to intervene on fights. That's my job.
Professional, she's trained. He messed with the wrong person. She says that she saw Garcia steal another car after he crashed into 2 cars at First and Sheridan. She talked to neighbors who saw the crash to hear what they thought about the whole ordeal. It's on the Fox 31 app right on Android.
New developments this morning. The man who murdered a mother and shot her boyfriend in the face will spend life in prison. A judge sentenced Sean Davis for shooting Aliyah Bonicelli in the back of the head last year in Aurora. Well, the boyfriend survived. The judge called it one of the most. And the woman accused of killing her newborn baby and throwing it over a neighbor's fence in Highlands Ranch has been found guilty on all counts. A jury convicted Camille Wassinger Conrad yesterday. Her count because she functioned faces life in prison when she will be sentenced in November.
This teen who escaped the Lookout Mountain Youth Services Center in Golden back in June, now back in custody. 18-year-old Quinn Skaggs arrested in Colorado Springs for outstanding warrants in connection with 2 hotel robberies last weekend and outstanding escape warrants. A problem solver's investigation on the STEM school shooting. The problem solver is obtaining internal documents showing the school never intended for a school guard to be armed. According to an email exchange between the school and the security company in September of 2018, school workers asked to hire an unarmed guard and even asked if they could get a reduced rate for an officer without a gun. The security company wrote back and said they would charge $26 per hour for an unarmed guard. But court documents revealed the guard on campus at the time of the school shooting did in fact have a gun, even fired it, striking unaware the guard was armed. The security company declined to comment. You can head over to our Fox 31 app to read those documents, and you can bet that we're going to keep pushing for answers.
A shooter training was held at Pinnacle Charter School in Federal Heights. Students learned the art of the takedown and the arms and the legs of a bad guy. They learned how to evacuate or to barricade themselves in a classroom, putting furniture. And turning to new details this morning, the College Board says it's replacing the SAT adversity scale. Would have given colleges a score ranging from 1 to 100 based on a student's social and economic background. Well, now the board is instead replacing that plan with a landscape program, as they call it. It will allow schools, students, and families to see the same high schools and neighborhoods that the colleges see.
New study shows what college students actually know about the basics of personal finance. Wallet found 1 in 10 students believe credit cards don't have to be repaid and are essentially free money. Man, I wish that was true. 30% graded their financial knowledge as being a C or less, while